Today, we're talking about how to capture the story of an event through photo. We have 8 tips for you, and we're gonna go ahead and jump right on in. First up, you need to know the story the client is trying to tell at the event. Knowing the story is going to help you not just create clutter for them to look for, but a purposeful amount of content for them to use throughout their year. Some questions we like to ask when getting ready for an event is, what problem is the event trying to solve? Who is the audience that they are talking to? Is there a demographic of that audience that they want to attract more of? Are there pockets of content that they didn't get at previous events that they want at this one? Asking these questions is just going to help you be a little bit more focused on what you are doing. One little tip is, if you have a video team there as well, they usually have a more built out story that they're going with. So if you know that story, you can help kind of complement with them. Next, pause and look around. It is so easy to get into full sprint mode at an event, but sometimes you need to stop, take your camera away from your eye, and just look at the scene and see if there's something you are missing. An example of this is this shot that I took at Orange Conference. Now, is this the most dynamic shot you've ever seen? No, but it meant something to this speaker. So Carlos, who was speaking, had mentioned earlier in the day that his father, who has dementia, was there and was hearing him speak for the first time. And I happened to be on side stage. I'd taken my camera down. I was just looking and listening to what Carlos was saying, and I realized that I had the perfect shot of his father, who you see in the left side of the frame, looking and watching him speak. And that was a really important moment for Carlos. And because I wasn't running around, I stopped and I looked. I was able to get that moment for him. So always take a little bit of time to pause and look around at what you might have missed. Next, wait for the moment. There are some times that you see the perfect shot, but maybe the people aren't aligned just right. And it's okay to stop and wait for people or items, whatever, to get into alignment for your shot. But you also need to know when it's time to move on. An example of that is this shot from Windshape. I saw this group had so much energy, and I knew if I waited a little bit longer, I was going to get something really fun from them, and it was 100% worth waiting for. Know who the key players at an event are. This may be speakers, it may be the marketing director, the longest serving employee, but paying attention to who those people are allow you to see when moments are happening that they will really love that you captured. And when you hand those to them, they're going to really feel like you went above and beyond, because those aren't the key things that were going to be on their run of show. Those are extra. And so always pay attention to who the key players are. Turn away from the stage. I know that everything on the stage is bright and flashy and fun, and you definitely need to get it, but that's only 50% of what is happening. The other half is what is happening with the audience, the crowd. What are they feeling? So always, once you have what you need on the stage, turn around and start looking at the audience for those special moments. Next, audience perspective. How can you shoot in a way that makes you feel like an active participant in the scene? That means getting low, muddying up your frame with people in front of you, just making it feel like when they look at their images, they're actually there. Just thinking of unique ways to get that. Look for energy. When it comes to directed shots, everything is going to feel a lot more natural if you're finding the people that are giving you energy, that are already interacting with your camera. And one way to do that is to give the energy you want. If you come in with maximum energy, you're gonna find the people that are gonna give it right back to you, and they're gonna look great on camera. And last, don't be a distraction. At the end of the day, you have a job to do and you need to get your shots, but you need to be thinking about how you can get the shot in the least distracting way possible, because attendees paid to be there and you don't want to be in their way. And also, it's really satisfying at the end of the day to hear someone say, I didn't even see you there. How did you get that shot? So just always think about how you can move through a scene fluidly, how you can not be hovering in places that are super visible, and just being aware of who is around you so that you are not in the way of the attendees' experience. And those are our 8 tips for capturing the story of an event through photos. We hope that was helpful. If you have any extra tips or any questions, let us know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.